Hello guys, welcome to the new video. In previous video we discussed about our Springboot basics, strategy design pattern example. Okay, we saw that when we run our application, there we got ambiguity error. Okay, there we got ambiguity error. So I told you there we can resolve this error using mm, two ways. See, there is required a single bin, but it's found three. Okay, means we specifies we need engine, but in vehicle class we specify engine, but we didn't specify which engine we required to journey. That's why the error is coming. Okay. Okay, then first I told you that first way of solving is at the rate primary notation, and second way is we can use at the rate qualifier also. Okay, uh, first of all we will see at the rate primary notation. What is that at the rate primary notation means? Uh, for example, we need some diesel engine or we need some petrol engine. Okay, petrol engine. So what I'll do in the top of the class, okay, we'll specify at the rate. Okay, I specify what at the rate primary. Okay, primary. If I specify primary, then see if I run my application will take petrol engine. Okay, as a bin ID. Okay, let's run our application. Okay, see diesel engine. Why it's saying? Okay, see all this class engine class constructor is executed, but is my vehicle class constructor also executed, then my petrol engine takes. Okay, and it starts the journey. Then what journey it started Delhi, and journey is ongoing, and then petrol engine is stopped. Okay, and journey is stopped at Koraput. Okay, uh, this is the one way, and another way also we can use other at primary. Then another way is I want what electric engine. Okay, if okay, in vehicle class I need what electric engine. What is the win id? E and G. I'm copying this. Okay, in the vehicle class, in the engine here I specify what qualifier qualifier. And what is the engine we need? We need electric engine. Okay, let's run. Okay, save all, go to the main class, let's run the application. Okay, okay, wait. See, electric engine, all these four classes constructor are executed, and then what my electric engine started, journey started, and electric engine is stopped. Okay, hope you understand this. Okay, you can use either at primary or either at qualifier. Okay, okay, next topic is next topic we will discuss some advanced topic. uh, we'll develop a layered application. Okay. Okay, we develop a layered application. Let's start. Where is the paintbrush? We got hanged. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, let's discuss. Discuss the layered application. Okay, Springboot layered application. Okay, okay, let's start. Okay, Spring Boot, Spring Boot layered application. Spring Boot layered application. What is this application? Let's see. What is this layered application? See, uh, keeping multiple logic in single class. Okay, or in single file. Like in my project, I in that beans I created all those class, vehicle class also there, electric engine also there, everything class I created in one package like this. And uh, or like multiple logics I placed in a single class. This is not a recommended process because these have some limitations. What does the limitation means? Since the multiple logics are mixed up, code looks clumsy, and we can say the clean separation between different logic is not available. And another thing is, another point, the modification done in one kind of logic affects other kind of logic also. Okay, this issue also like if we modified the business logic, then the other logics like our persistence logic will be affected because all logics are mixed up in a single Java class. There is some problem is there. And another point also that the maintenance and enhancement of the project becomes very complex also. Like maintenance means we fix the bug like this after the releasing or development process. Then another point also, like parallel development is not possible, so our productivity is very poor. Like enhancement means adding the new features. Okay, let me write. Okay, let me write all those things. What is the thing means? keeping keeping multiple logics in single class or file is not a recommended recommended process because because it it have have some limitations. Okay, what is the limitations? uh, like first limitation is what? um the multiple logics logics uh since since the multiple logics since the multiple logics are mixed up mixed mixed up mixed up code looks clumsy and we can say we can say the clean separation mm, bit between clean separation between different logics is not available, then another point also there. Another point is the modification modification done in done in one kind of logic one kind of logics effects 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 other kind of logics. Okay, and the third point is what? What is the maintenance? The maintenance and what? Enhancement of the project becomes very complex. Okay, what is the maintenance means fix the block. Okay, after releasing a project. Enhancement means adding new features. Okay, adding new features on the top of existing features, then that kind of things will not happen. Okay, then parallel development also. Parallel development is not possible. Okay, not possible. Okay, so what? So our productivity is very good. Okay, and another point, what? Last point, last not these many points are there, and industry is not preparing this. Okay, this is not industry standard. This is not industry standard. Okay, to over this is the problems, okay, and having and more problems are there, but I addresses these problems, okay. And to overcome this problem we use layered application, okay. What is this layered application means? Okay, we develop our project as a layered application. What is this layered application means? A layer, okay, a layer is a logical logical uh, logical or physical partition of the project or of the application app, representing what? Representing some category, representing some category category logics uh, logic uh, by using what? By using single single class, okay, or you can say bunch of classes, okay. Like for example, what? For writing our persistence like our crude operation, like persistence logic, what we have? We need what? Persistence layer, okay. For writing what? For writing what logic? For writing our persistence logic or crude operation, okay. Crude operation. Then the layer is what? Business layer, and you can say this is what? Service layer, you can say, okay. Okay, then what is this? There is some calculation, business calculation, okay. Calculation things are there. Then what? Then I will take, then what? Controller layer. What is the layer? This layer will like monitoring kind of things, monitoring uh, monitoring and what? And controlling logics also, okay. Then what? mm, Control logics, then delegate the logics, delegate, or you can say this communication logic also can write in controller layer, okay. Then another layer is what? Layer is our view layer or presentation layer, what you want to, you can call view layer, UI logic kind of things here we will write, okay. Okay, okay. So how will this means? First, see what is the structure of this means. First, we will leave client app. Okay, client app. Okay, client app. This is what? Presentation logic. Okay, then it communicates with what logic? Our controller controller class having what? Monitoring and delegation logic, like what? There is a our layer which controller layer, there will write. Then what? Then we have service service class having what, our business layer. It will have a business layer. Then another one is what, DAO class. DAO class search is persistence logic. Okay, and finally is our DV software. Okay, finally is our DV software. Okay, and client app is we can take any, we can take as much we need, we can take client app, but controller class is one per project. This is one per project. Okay, and service class is one per module, and our DO class is one per data, our DB table or record, one per record, like 4 5 data tables also you can take. And we can database software we can take as much you want. It's our choice. Okay, this is what our and standalone layer application. Okay, standalone layered application, then layered application, then another is what, our web based layer app. Okay, what is this web based layer application means? Same like uh, say okay, same like this client app. Here what will have in this, mm, here we have what, UI. Okay, okay, like what we have we have HTML, or what our anything, Angular, anything, Angular. Okay, whatever, this is client. Okay, controller class, what is this, Devin? This is not class, we have controller servlet is there. Okay, to control the all these things. Okay, we have what, controller servlet. Okay, controller servlet, then service class, do class, all these are same. Okay, okay, a do class means data access object. Okay, the do class means what, data access object class. Okay, what is the do means? Okay, okay, do stands for, okay. Then there is a thing called, by creating we will develop all those class. Okay, we develop like this is what our persistence layer, we develop our like client logic. Okay, then in the controller layer we develop what, controller servlet. In control business layer we will develop business class things. Okay, in DAO class layer we develop what, a persistence layer we develop there. Okay, database software is different. Okay, by creating, so we created all those servlets, all those classes with layers. Okay, how will it will communicate? By creating, when we run the application, then first what, our IOC container is created in the client app. Okay, so what it will does, first our what, IOC container created. IOC container first create what, controller class. First create what, our controller class object. First create what? I will write first create what? Controller object. Okay, then we create what? Our service class. Then it create what? Our okay, then it create inside that control class, it will create what? Service class. Service class will be having one or more. Okay, uh, this scenario I am taking one service class. Okay, service class is one per module. Okay, service object. Okay, service class object. Then inside that there is a DAO class. Okay, sorry, there is a what class object is there. Okay, this is DAO object. Okay, this is DAO class object is there. Okay, this is the thing I have to discuss. Okay, like what happened means in our spring boot application, if we give the components of our layer application like our controller, service class, DAO class in our spring container, the container takes care of following some operations are there, like loading of component like our DAO service controller classes. Okay, creating objects of them, assigning dependent object to target object as needed, then managing those objects is needed, then destroying that object as needed. That will done by our IOC container. A Spring Boot app will take care of all those things. Okay, next what we'll do, mm, okay, next what we'll do, so then next thing what we'll discuss, there is a JDBC. We can get JDBC connection in two ways. Okay, okay, I'm preparing background to develop our first layered application. Okay, then for DAO class we write what? We write persistence logic. Okay, persistence logic means like we need what? JDBC connection object to write our persistence logic. Then what is the JDBC connection object is two types. Okay, two types of our JDBC connection object. JDBC uh, on object. Okay, JDBC connection object is how many types? Okay, it's two type. Give me 1 minute. It's two type. What is the first one? Okay. What is the first one? First one is direct JDBC connection. Direct JDBC connection. I discussed all these things in my JDBC class. If you want to learn about Spring JDBC, then you can go watch my Spring JDBC video or there I am discussing JDBC connection two types. Okay, first is JDBC direct connection and it's pooled connection. Pooled JDBC connection. JDBC and in direct JDBC connection, how will get connection? We use like actually this connection will create manual by programmer. Okay, direct JDBC connection. Like we use like a class.for name we use for loading the class, then we will get the connection. Then we for getting the connection we will use like direct manager dot get connection method. There we will use And in pooled JDBC connection, there is a pool is there. Okay, JDBC, in pooled JDBC connection, what will there is a pool is there. Okay, this pool is connected to what? This pool okay, see, in the pool there is a JDBC connection objects are there. Okay, in pool JDBC connection objects are there. Okay, in pool. Okay, in pool JDBC connection objects are there. Okay, okay, I'm writing this. What is this? This is JDBC connection pool. Okay, here what is the JDBC connection are there. Okay, connections are there. Okay, JDBC connections are there. Then what it is, to access this one connection, we need what? Data source object. Okay, data source object actually represents our JDBC connection pool. Okay, like say this is like data source object. Okay, this data source object will represent JDBC connection pool. Okay, represent JDBC connection pool means, give me one minute, is a data source object which represents our JDBC connection pool. If we create object of data source, then it will give one connection to me. Okay, like this. Okay, okay, okay. Another one thing we have to discuss is um okay, another thing discussing is for developing my all those layers. Okay, for client application, what is the annotation we use? We use @springboot application. Okay, we use what? We use at the rate what? Spring Boot application. And for controller, what you use? There is a class called a annotation called controller annotation used. For service class, what is the annotation is there? We discussed all those things in previous video. Service. Okay, at the rate service. For DAO, what is there? At the rate repository. Okay, repository. Okay, we use then for database, what we will use? We will use data source object. The source object we will use. Okay, then this is what our presentation layer logic here what delegation logic. Okay, for transferring the control to which class will all delegation logics will there. Then business class to our what class? DAO class. There is a model layer component is there. Okay, model means data layer. Okay, means if we have employee details or student details, then we pass service to DAO class. Then we need what? Model class object. Okay, like okay, I will show you what is model class. Firstly, what? For connecting these two things, okay, we need what? Model class object. Okay, we need what? Here model layer component. Okay, model layer, we need a layer called model layer. Okay, for connecting these two things. What is the model layer deals? Model means you can say domain class or Java bean class. What? Java bean class. Okay, like if you want to pass more than three values for one layer to another layer of the same application. Okay, okay, if we want to layer like we have to pass some three things. One things is we can pass like constructor. If if the data is having like seven eight things, like we are passing some number. Okay, some number, one number is I can pass, like in constructor I can pass. But if I have seven eight things, like employee employee number, employee name, employee data, employee address, employee salary, and employee some average salary, gross salary, net salary, all those things I have to pass. I can't pass like constructor. Okay, there we need what, model layer. Okay, like in technically we can say, if we want to pass more than three values from one layer to another layer of our same application or different application of the project, it is not recommended to take method having more than three parameters. Okay, three parameters. It is recommended to take method having Java bean, Java bean or model class, or you can say domain class. I it In that param we will bind multiple values in that model class object and send that object to one layer to another layer. Okay, across same project or different project. Okay, like model means what, data. Model layer, we will discuss some about model layer. Model means, you can say what, data layer, you can say. Okay, data, you can say. Okay, okay. uh, Model layer, how it is looks like. Model layer is looks like details like this. Okay, our emp, I'm taking some employee. Okay, employee. There what we'll need, we need some data like eno, then ename. Okay, employee name, then employee employee what, salary, employee salary, then address, employee address, then gross salary, then what, net salary, all those things. And what we need, setter, setter and getter, what, model class having all those things. Okay, okay, setter, getters. Okay, then we need toString also. If you want, you can also toString also. Okay, for that purpose we use Lombok API. Okay, to generate our setter getter in the project, we will use Lombok API. If you want a video on Lombok API, I will put that video. Okay, go to my channel and search it, you will find there. Okay, okay, okay. I will develop the application means, for service class. Okay, for service class, we will take a interface. Okay, we will take a interface of super type, then we implement all our employee employee logics in subclasses. We will implement there, like our employee management sub interface will take, and there we will declare a method. Then we will extend this, or sorry, implement this interface, and we will develop our own logic there. Okay, like this. We in DAO class we will also write, first we will write a interface and then we will write the logic, like in the previous project. Why, how I write this, how I write my, like what, I write what, engine class, then I implement engine in different classes, like our petrol class, diesel class, like all these classes we implement. Like this we will develop. Okay, okay. Then for this data source, what we will use, for data source we will use um, we will use Hikari CP. Okay, Hikari CP we will use. If you want to know more about Hikari CP, you go and check my JDBC, Spring JDBC videos. There we will get more about data source object. Okay, I just give an overview of this. Okay, Actually, data source is having two ways. Okay, in Hikari CP and what basic data source in Apache, they given basic data source. Okay, but we will use what Hikari data source. Okay, this is about what our Spring Boot layered application. Uh, Boot layered application. In next class, we will develop our first layered application. Okay. Okay. We'll discuss something like okay, we will discuss something our develop our fast layered application. Before the develop, we will discuss what means how we create a table in Oracle. Okay, then how we'll create a sequence, all those things, and when we create the sequence, how we'll implement the sequence in our table. Then we will apply the table in primary key also. Then in Spring, then we discuss something about some more things also there. We will discuss that. We will move to our development things. Okay, thank you. That's all for the video. Thank you.